EA Sports welcomes you to another great NFL matchup. I'm glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. This should be a very interesting game as the Texans get set to take on the Chargers. The crowd is ready, the teams are ready, so let's get tonight's game going. Katie is back and ready to put this one in the air.
Number 20, back to return.
From the 15-yard line.
Kickoff return, 11 yards.
The offense is heading out onto the field for their first drive of the game.
The
First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 26-yard line. First and 10.
Here we come. There we go. Set. Hold the look. Keep it up.
With the pass, almost picked off.
That was a good play, turned bad play. Good because their zone defense worked well, bad because he dropped the interception. That's one he wishes he could have back.
Second and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. One back.
Green, blown setback.
Here we go. Keep the throttle down.
With the throw. And he can't hang on. Plenty of pressure, and he barely gets the pass away.
This defensive coordinator understands that pressure is the key to forcing the offense into making mistakes. If his players keep playing like this, he might be up for a head coaching job pretty soon.
26-yard line.
Keep it underneath. Not today.
Dimebacks in for this play.
Yeah, you see me.
With the pass. And he makes the grab. Oliver takes him down before he can get the first.
You know, when it's third and so many yards, why the heck would you run a pass pattern that was short of the first? Makes no sense to me.
Kirk comes into the game for the punt. Parker lines up deep for the punt return. And he chooses not to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 23-yard line. The
So they have first
will
and
start
10
the
here.
drive at the 23-yard line. First and 10.
Over swing right.
The Texans line up in a 4-3.
Let's go, let's go. So we gonna take it.
Throws it. Incomplete. Good push by the defensive line, forcing the incomplete pass.
He hung in there. He didn't really have the time that he needed to make the play. The quarterback has to know who his outlet guy is and get the ball to him when he feels that pressure coming.
23-yard line.
Under 10, 10. Let's go, dude.
The Texans come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Brown is there for the tackle at the 32-yard line.
Vision is so important to these ball carriers. They got to find the hole and get to it before it closes. There's no hole there, and they got to know that too. If you don't have the vision, you just can't find the hole.
Hold it, baby, hold it. We coming to wreck.
Hands it off to the back. Fakes the handoff. Throwing. And he hits his target. Big gain of 17 on third down.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Good shoot. What's the hard count?
Rivers with a man in motion. On the delay. Williams is there for the tackle at the 39. You don't see a fullback make those kinds of runs very often.
Hey, when you talk about a fullback, you're usually talking about his lead blocking. This guy showed that he can pick up yardage just as good as he can block.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Houston using three linebackers. Crosses it left. Dropped in the backfield for a short
on the carry.
Nothing doing that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
They ain't got nothing. One back. Defense, get ready.
Hand off to the tailback. Thompson is there on the stop at the 29-yard line. Johnny had a guy right there in his face, but made him miss.
Yeah, he just kind of moved out of the way. You know, some runners have a sense that tells them what to do with their arms, and he uses his arms very well.
Let's go, boys.
Houston comes out in their nickel package. No misdirection. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. Takes it up the middle, picks up less than a yard.
That was just a burst of power from the defensive line.
8th play of this drive.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans line up in a 4-3.
All right, here we go. Let's go, baby.
Gets rid of it. Ooh, nearly picked off.
Sometimes in zone coverage, a quarterback will throw to a spot where his receiver is supposed to be. That time, the only one there was a defender who couldn't make the catch.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
So we gonna take it. Stay both left.
The Texans come out in a nickel package. Drops back, gets the pass off. Oh, he takes the catch anyway. You give him time to find a receiver.
Yeah, well, this guy, he doesn't throw it behind them. He doesn't throw it over their head. He throws it where they're going.
This is the 10th play of this drive. Down inside the 15.
Let's go. Everything you got.
They line up in the I formation.
Let's go, one deep.
In this direction. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Nowhere to go that time. The defensive line gets very good penetration.
This line's very aggressive up front. They like to stunt and use power moves to get into the backfield. A lot of teams think that the best way to move the ball on the ground against them is to run it right at them, try and wear them out. Looks like they might be trying to do that same kind of thing.
Gets rid of it. And has it. Bennett is there for the tackle at the 5.
Watch this. He stands them up, and he puts them right down. That's stopping in your tracks right there.
Step it up, fellas. Who can make a big play? All day, baby. Come on. We turning it up.
Give it to the halfback. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. So they come up short of the first on 3rd down, and we should see the kicker here. Hayden will try to give his team the lead with this field goal attempt. The veteran connecting for the field goal.
Not every drive is going to get you a touchdown, so getting 3 was big. Now they got to go over what worked and what didn't, so the next drive will get them a TD.
San Diego is lined up for the kickoff. Number 20,
From the 10-yard line. The defense forced the punt the last time after 3 plays.
They'll start the drive at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10.
From the start, from the start. Let us get
The backs are lined up in an I. To carry it. Number 32 is there for the tackle at the 30-yard line.
When you have a good balance of run and pass on offense, the defense doesn't have a chance to focus in on either one of them. They need to be prepared to cover both options.
4-yard gain on the ball.
It's on.
Only one man back. Looking to run it here. Number 57 comes up to make the play.
Right now, they need to keep going at the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they'll be able to break one for a big gain.
Ball on their own 31.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
The Chargers come out in a nickel package.
There we go.
He gets the handoff on the delay. Slate is denied the 1st down.
Well, the defense stood their ground and didn't let them get loose.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. They'll spot this one where it went out. Ball on their own 33.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
The Texans line up in a 4-3. Off his back foot. It's broken up.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern. But he had the ball bounce right off his fingertips.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
The Texans with a 4-man front. It's a blitz with the pass. Complete to the wide receiver. Slips the tackle. The receiver with a lot of open room. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Chargers!
He was like a superhero on that run.
Caving comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. Has started off quickly as the first quarter comes to an end with the score San Diego 10, Houston 0. The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter.
San Diego is lined up for the kickoff. Davis back to return.
Good kick, should be returnable. This one is fielded by Slayton. They forced a 3 and out on the last series.
Number 20 on the return.
Ball on their own 27.
The drive at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10.
Green is the deep back.
Here we go, baby.
It's the toss to the left. Number 57 comes up to make the play at the 42. He showed some nice moves on that run.
The offense won the battle at the line of scrimmage, and they blew the defenders off the line, opening holes for the runner to slide right through.
42-yard line.
Watch the play. Do something. Here we go.
On the call. Number 42 is there on the stop.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense honest. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
Ball on their own 43.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
They line up in the I formation. Dropping back. Throws it. And it's complete. Fumble. The Chargers. What a great stretch.
First and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans come out in a 4-3. Hand it off. Greenwood is there for the tackle. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
You gotta have it deep. Hey, let's go one deep.
The Texans come out in a nickel package.
All day, baby. Come on.
Throws it, and it's caught. Number 91 records the stop at the 39. John has proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
On the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston comes out in a 4-3. Rivers sends a man in motion. knocks it away. Number 59 comes up to make the play at the 39-yard line.
He saw where he wanted to go with it, and before he knew it, the hole was closing up.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Regular. Let's go, dude.
Hands it off to the back. Setting up play action. Throws it. Picked off. It's intercepted. It's back-to-back turnovers. One team, then the other. After the interception, they'll set up shop at the 22-yard line.
From the start, from the start. Not today.
Screens the defense. The rush is on. Rolling right on target to the wide receiver. The defense blitzes the corner, but the quarterback got rid of it quickly for a completion and a first down.
That was a great play because he saw him coming, remained calm, and threw an accurate pass.
1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Stay close now. Back it up, baby.
Pass play here on first down with the pass. The 40, and he hits his target. Phillips is there on the stop at the 26.
He's one of the most dangerous receivers. Like to get the ball in his hands because he can break a long one at any time.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Let's screen. Here we go, baby.
Green, long setback. Cooper is there for the tackle at the 19. Green kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. 2nd and maybe 3.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Rush in. No more, fellas.
They've driven it into the red zone and need to come up with some type of score here. With John, nothing there on that play. Looks like he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
They better mix up the play call a little more, trying to free up some space in the middle. That back just didn't have any help from his line on that play.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Everything you got.
Taken down in the backfield by Phillips. The linebacker came up and made a very solid tackle to make sure he didn't get to the first down marker. Brown comes in to attempt a field goal, which would give them their first score of the day. The kick is the upright. No good. After the missed field goal, they're set to go on offense at the 30.
Get it up. Be careful.
The Texans line up in a 4-3. Throws it, and he drops the pass.
All he could do is look at his hands and wonder what the heck happened.
Second and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Houston using 3 linebackers. Blitz is coming. He hits his receiver. Then comes up to make the play.
Watch this. He stands him up, and he puts him right down. That's stopping in your tracks right there.
Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversions.
Let's go. Run again. Yeah, you see.
With a counter play. Number 59 stops him short of the marker. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Cyphers is ready to punt this one away. Jones looks like he's ready for the return, and he waves for the fair catch.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
The Texans will start the drive at the 16-yard line. First and 10.
Only one man back. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Johnson was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
The Chargers come out in a nickel package.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to run it here. Williams is there on the stop at the 16-yard line. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your offensive line is eaten up like that, you got to try and get to the outside. But they wouldn't let him get away.
16-yard line.
TVs, let's go.
They come out in a dime package. To carry it, Oliver is there for the tackle at the 17. So we should see the punter after they fail to convert on third down. Kirk will come in now to punt it away. Parker sets up to run back the punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Houston goes with a four-man front. Throwing short. He just can't find a way to bring that one in.
You got to wonder what happened. It looked like a pretty good throw, but it bounced right off his hands. One thing's for sure, you don't often get that wide open.
Second and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
The Texans come out in a nickel package. Throws it behind him, but he has it. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Chargers.
The receiver ran a perfect route, and he turned around just in time to see the ball and make the catch.
Kading comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. John, they're starting to run away with this one, and they are clearly the far superior team.
Yeah, and the last drive tells me that the defense is in for a long day if they keep playing like this. They need to find a way to at least slow them down.
San Diego is lined up for the kickoff. Number 20.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 6-yard line. The Texans have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 28-yard line.
If they don't want to go into the half down by this much, they're going to need some good throws and good clock management here.
Houston
First and 10.
will start the drive at the 28-yard line. First and 10.
Only one man back. Daniels, the motion man.
Let's go, B2. Let's go now.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Throwing. Knocked away. Number 42 with the coverage.
Walter, the intended receiver, on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Here we come.
Green lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Let's go. Let's go.
With the throw, and the catch is made. Shaw throws that pass for a gain of 7.
I'd be looking for something short from the passing game, either an out by the receiver or maybe the back in the flat.
Ball on their own 35.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Johnson in motion.
No stop, no stop, no. Here we go, baby.
Throws it. And he hits his target. Walker is able to come down with it. And that completion will keep the chains moving.
I tell you, there's no substitute for picture-perfect route running.
They'll bring the blitz. It's the pass off. Number 42 comes up to make the play at the 46-yard line.
I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Dropping back. Throwing. In and out of his hand.
He put the ball exactly where you want to put it.
Third and 1. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Check it.
Shaw starts out of the shotgun. Gets rid of it. Gets his hand on it. 2 in a row just dropped.
Martin on the cover.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Get it started. Hard count, fellas. Watch each other back.
Hand it off. Number 32 is there on the stop at the 44-yard line. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. 8th play of this drive.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Quick shoot. Alert. Fire, fire. Blue jam, blue jam.
Shaw from the shotgun.
You like a pack of wolves. They ain't got nothing.
Looking for the long completion. And intercepted. Excellent man-to-man coverage on that play as he comes away with the takeaway. So here's how each team has done protecting the ball, or lack thereof, perhaps. Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10. The Texans line up in a 4-3. Williams is there for the tackle for carry. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. And this should be the last play of the half.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Going into halftime, the score is 17-0. Chargers.
We're ready to begin the third quarter of play.
Brown comes in to kick off. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 10.
The most important thing to do now is to protect the football. You got a good lead, and you don't want to throw it away by making any costly mistakes.
The
1st and 10.
will start the drive at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
Watch the play. Clear. Clear. They soft, man. Right there. From the start. From the start.
Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. Was his intended target.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
So we gonna take it. Let us big time. Be careful. Deuce it.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. It's broken up.
That's just great positioning by the defender. He has his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to break the play up.
Tomlinson was the intended receiver on that play. And here's what they've been able to do so far on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson comes in motion. With the pass, almost intercepted. Good timing, getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain. Nothing happening for the offense there, forced into a 3-and-out. This one goes out of bounds. First and 10.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Green, the lone back. Bruner, the motion man. Crosses it out to the right. Number 57 is there on the stop.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the open.
5-yard gain.
42-yard line.
We're talking about Green. Left. Here we come. Let's go, boys.
Throws it. And this pass is completed. They're going to spot this one at the 36. It's a half dozen tackles now. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Watch your man. Hey, watch the ball.
They've been very good at rushing the ball on first down, but still trailing.
Yeah, sometimes a strong running game doesn't always translate into scoring a lot of points.
He barely got that one off.
Yeah, it wasn't a sack. But what it did was make the quarterback adjust his throw, and it messed up his rhythm.
Second and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Play 2 quarters.
The Chargers come out on a nickel pack.
Let's go, one deep. Go make a play.
Dropping back, gets the pass off. Picked off. It's intercepted. Cooper is there to grab the carry and go the other way.
When the ball gets tipped, I'll tell you, the quarterback is holding his breath because so many times the defense will come down with it.
So after the interception, now it's first and 10.
Yeah, you see me.
They line up in the I formation. Throwing. Knocked away. He had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunning the ball out of there.
Second and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Play football.
Houston comes out in a 4-3.
All right, let's go.
Hand off to the tailback. Greenwood comes up to make the play at the 35-yard line.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
Third and 7.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Keep the throttle down.
Tomlinson, the lone back. Gets the pass off. He finds his man.
First down.
Jackson adds to his total, has now crossed the 150 mark. Ball on the 37-yard
Ball
line.
on the 37-yard line.
They soft, man.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. Dropping down to pass on first down. With the throw, knocked away. This defense, John, knows how to create a lot of pressure.
Putting pressure on the quarterback can disrupt passes, but pressuring the receivers can do the same thing. If you can play physically on the outside, bump them off their routes, hold them up with the line, you can take away his receiving options, forcing him to just get rid of it.
The Texans line up in a 4-3.
Turn it up, D. Let's go. Hey, watch the screen.
He tucks it away. Dempsey with the stop.
You got to keep going to the run. You never know when there's going to be great blocking ahead of you, allowing for a big one right into the end zone.
The 27-yard line is the spot they'll have to get it to convert on this third down play.
The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
Runs through the tackle. This one will be spotted at the 22-yard line.
This is tough running here. Let's watch him as he gets through right here, and he breaks a tackle and keeps moving forward. I tell you, this guy's hard to bring down.
Here we go, baby. All day, baby. Come on.
With the throw, he hits his receiver. The 10. Brown is there on the stop. And the 3.
Antonio Gates doesn't have great speed. He doesn't have great move. He's just a big guy who can use basketball moves to make football plays.
3 yards will get them 6 points.
You can't stop me.
The last time they were inside the 20, they came away with 3 points. Throws to the end zone. And he hits his target. Touchdown, San Diego. Phillip Rivers throws his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Kading comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. And now, John, they're just dominating with 24 unanswered points.
Heck, with the way they're playing right now, they could score 124.
San Diego is lined up for the kickoff. Number 20, back deep to return.
From the 8-yard line. The
Kickoff
Texans
return, 27
need to
yards.
rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 36-yard line.
First
Ball on
and
their
10.
own 36.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Watch screen. It's on.
Green, the lone back. And the counter play. Phillip is there on the stop at the 47. Just a fabulous run there, John.
He basically said, get out of my way. I got to get a first down here.
First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Hey, stretch.
Shaw starts out of the shotgun with the pass, and he can't find a way to keep possession. That's the 3rd one he's been unable to bring in.
Second and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Green lines up behind his fullback in the odd.
Let's go now. All right, now. Do something, do something. Good shoot.
It's a blitz. With the throw, he was tipped. That's his 3rd
Berardi
drop.
on the cover. Third and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
This too easy.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Gets the pass off, jumps up, and he has it. They'll spot this one at the 45. He wraps up the ball carrier. His tackle total is now 4. Kirk comes into the game for the punt. Parker sets up, waiting for the punt. They'll stop this one where it went out.
First and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Tampa. Hey, watch the ball.
Tomlinson, the lone back. Chambers goes in motion.
Let's go. Be physical. Who made the play?
On the pull. Number 91 is there on the stop. Tomlinson with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. Second and 4.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Play football.
The Texans come out in a dime package. Rolling. He hits his receiver. Johnson comes up to make the play.
Nice look off. He does a good job of not telegraphing his passes.
Ball on their own 25.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down. With the throw. And he fails to hang on to that.
And there's not one wide receiver who can ever claim he's never dropped a pass. It's just part of the game.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. He can't hang on to the kick. The Chargers scoop it up and give it right back to them after the fumble on the punt return.
I'll tell you, when you're returning a punt, your number one priority is to hold on to the ball. I mean, your defense just made a good stand. And the offense is set to come in and make something happen when you do something like that.
Keep the throttle down.
Tomlinson, the lone back, closing in, throws it, nearly intercepted. Number 59 had his hands on it.
I think he was invisible out there, wasn't even seen. And that's a break for the offense.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
What's screen?
Tomlinson, the lone back. Pump faking with the pass, gets his hand on it. The defense forced the issue that time, John.
The guys up front got good pressure, forcing him to get rid of that one before he wanted to.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Get it up. Keep moving.
These third downs haven't been much of an obstacle, and it's helped them to take the lead. Brown comes up to make the play at the 3.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Chargers ahead of the Texans, 24-0. Houston is going to need a huge fourth quarter if they expect to win this one. They're 3 yards away from scoring.
Keep it up. Check it. Oh, yeah,
Houston
baby.
comes
Come
out
on.
in a dive
Get me
package.
going.
Soft lob to the end zone. He appeared to feel the pressure there.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm, and you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Tomlinson, the lone
Come
setback.
on. Let's go now. Let's go.
With a counterplay, Greenwood punishes the ball carrier at the 3.
They had that one clogged before the offense even snapped the ball.
They're 3 yards away from
Ball on
scoring.
the 3-yard line.
Blue down.
Tomlinson, the deep back. Gates moves in motion. Little misdirection. Johnson is there for the tackle at the 1. Fourth down upcoming, but they're in position to add to their lead.
Yeah, and that's what they wanted to do. Control the ball and the clock while getting into position to have at least 3 points.
Hayden will come in looking to try the field goal. It's good. The Chargers pour it on with another score.
San Diego is lined up for the kickoff. Number 20, back deep to return.
From the 10.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one, but it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
1st and 10.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
All on us, y'all. Let's go.
Ball back handoff. Number 42 is there on the stop at the 28, and he picks up about 4. Second and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Here we come. You gotta believe it. It's our job.
Out of the I formation. It's rid of it. Oh, it's caught.
Perfect execution to get this first down. Look at it here. He knows how far they have to move the chain. And he gets it by making the right decision and laying it in there like that.
Let's go. Let's go. Keep moving.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets the pass off. That's the third one he's been unable to bring in.
Intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Watch out.
Out of the shotgun. With the pass, Cooper is there on the stop at the 42.
This is what they have to do. Keep making completions down the field and move the chains. Watch this one. He knows he's got to get the first, and he picks the right guy to throw it to.
Go make a play. Let's turn it up, D. Let's get
On the ground. They're going to spot this one at the 41-yard line. He makes his fifth stop of the game on that play. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
They'll go from the I formation. Pressure, steps up into the pocket. He can't escape.
This is one hard-hitting linebacker. Just because you're the quarterback, that doesn't mean he's going to go easy on you.
After the sack, they'll be looking at third and long here.
46-yard line.
Don't let him pass. Let's go.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on third down so far. Quentin Jammer picks it off. Jammer makes the fourth quarter interception. So they're ready to go on offense after the interception. They'll start at the 34. The Texans line up in a 4-3. Williams is there on the stop at the 38-yard line. And below you can see how these two teams have done in the turnover battle. Second and 6.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Nothing. They don't get nothing. One of us will make a play. Watch a man. Hold the look. Hey, here we go. We like to pack the wolves. Keep it up. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, baby. Good shoot. Defense, get ready. Let's go, D. Let's go. What's the hard count? Here we go.
Hands it off. Weaver comes up to make the play. At the 38, defense looking for the run, and the runner just about got back to the line of scrimmage.
There was no possibility of going up the middle and picking up anything.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
On the 10.
They've executed very well on third down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. Tucks it away. Reed tackles him, and they won't get the first. Well, that didn't cut it. Now they're looking at fourth down.
And they made the decision to just keep it on the ground. Take time off the clock, not force anything. This is a luxury of being ahead.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. From the 19-yard line.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
Houston
on their own
will start the
23.
drive at the 23-yard line. First and 10.
Watch a man. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Let's turn it up, D.
The pass on first down. With the pass is picked off. Number 32 comes up with a big play for the defense. The offense gets ready to go following the interception.
Get it started.
I'm coming through, baby.
Houston
Hey, let's
using
go.
3
Hey,
linebackers.
let's go. Let's go.
Looking upfield. Dents comes up to make the play. At the 29, gain of 9 on the play. Second and 2.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Watch the snap down.
Houston goes with a 4-man front, looking to run it here. Number 59 is there for the tackle at the 22-yard line. Look at that big guy go.
Yeah, he took it, and he started rumbling down the field. He didn't stop till he had a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. One of us will make a play. Go.
On the pull. They'll spot this one at the 3. And so that makes tackle number 6. He showed everyone why he's considered such a dangerous runner on that play.
Most of the time when you see runs like that, there's some kind of mix-up in the defense. Sometimes it's the offensive line just doing a great job of blocking. I think that play was a little bit of both.
Rivers sends a man in motion.
Under 10, 10.
With a counterplay. Can't bring him down. Touchdown, Chargers.
And watch, this is the thing. He looks like one of those downhill runners. And he shows some power. And power gets him right into the end zone.
The point after is good. The Chargers continue to increase their lead.
San Diego
in to
is
kick this
lined
one
up
off.
for kickoff. Number 20 back to
Sends
return.
it sailing. This one is taken by Slayton. Slayton takes this one back to the 24.
Number 20 on the return. The
It's
Texans
first and 10.
will start the drive at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go.
Grabbing that pass on first down. Throwing. And he fails to hang on to that. Andre Davis will need better protection up front, or those numbers will continue to increase.
Second and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Watch this. Blue down, blue down.
Yeah, you see it.
Daniels comes in motion.
Watch your man.
Dropping back. Throwing it away. He didn't want to risk an interception and decides to throw it away. They'll be faced with a long third down play here.
24-yard line.
They ain't got enough. Make him dump it on.
Shaw back in the shotgun. Drops back. Gets the pass off. Pass falls incomplete. And they have to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
Nothing happening on that drive, and they'll punt it away. And he signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 29-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen. Here we go.
Defense, get ready.
Still taking it. Second and long coming up here.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. Bridget! Not today. Watch your eyes.
Gates goes in motion. This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, San Diego 34, Houston 0. For EA Sports, this is Al Michaels and John Madden wishing you a very pleasant good evening.